Obama claims that the first thing that he thinks of when he wakes up, the last thing that he thinks of before he goes to bed at night, is job creation. That he's working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to create jobs in this country. Well, is that true? Or is he actually trying to shut down thriving businesses and send those businesses off packing, trying to open up other industries for America's competitors, trying to create jobs in India, trying to create jobs in China rather than in the United States? Last Wednesday, the Department of Justice raided the Gibson Guitar Corporation. Gibson's an American icon that's been around since 1890. They manufacture guitars, mandolins, banjos. They also have subsidiaries that manufacture Baldwin pianos. Other guitar brand names of Epiphone, Garrison, Kramer, Slingerland, Steinberger, Tobias. They also own the Wurlitzer Corporation. They employ thousands of people. Well, what I'm showing you now is a fingerboard on my banjo. That dark piece of wood is ebony. It's approximately 19 inches long. This is just a portion of it, but the entire piece is approximately 19 inches long, and its widest part, it's about 1.5 inches wide, and it's only 1/16 of an inch thick. Well, 2 years ago, our Department of Justice raided Gibson Guitars, and again last Wednesday they did it, and they confiscated many guitars, pallets of wood. Why? Because this dark ebony is imported from Madagascar, and it's imported from India as a finished product. And the governments of both of those countries are satisfied that they are exporting a finished product, simply known as a fretboard blank. When Gibson gets that board, they glue it onto the neck of the banjo or guitar or mandolin, whatever it is. They cut slots in it in which the cross wires or the frets are pressed in. There's holes etched out for the mother of pearl inlays. There's plastic binding that's glued on each side of it. And it's all sanded smooth. Well, our Department of Justice, reading India's law, that India says it's illegal just to export rough boards, that they have to only export a finished product. So Gibson buys a fretboard blank. As far as the Indian government and the government in Madagascar, this is a finished product. But because our government sees Gibson take it and do further work to that board, they're saying what Gibson is doing is illegal. So in other words, they want the workers in India to add the inlay patterns, to add the frets to it, to add the plastic binding to it, which is impossible because until it's centered on the neck, these other refinements can't take place. So the Obama administration is actually trying to steal work from Gibson in this country and create more work in Madagascar and in India. And by attempting to fine Gibson, claiming they broke a law that they did not break, they are attempting to shut the Gibson Corporation down and put all of its workers on the street. Now just think about it for a minute. If I go to the lumber yard and I buy some cedar shingles for my house, is there any law that says I have to nail them on the side of my house? Is there any law that says that I can't make a birdhouse out of those shingles? Simply because it was purchased for one purpose doesn't mean that I have to use it just for that purpose. Well, the same with these fingerboard blanks. Gibson has purchased a finished board as far as India's government is concerned. India's government is not unhappy with this arrangement. Our Department of Justice is. They are upset that Gibson is able to obtain wood and finish their guitar necks with that wood. Thanks for listening.
That's irresponsible. It's unpatriotic.